Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we got ourselves another Legends of Signum model. We have Ramona the Tailwind. And I gotta say, I really dug the artwork for this model. And the model itself isn't bad, but it doesn't exactly match up, which is always a little bit of a bumming disappointment, you know. But she's still a really cool looking model. So I'll stop talking and we can look at the pile of resin there and hopefully get her put together soon. An interesting side note, I didn't see that Signum Workshop, the Patreon 3D printable edition of a lot of the Legends of Signum stuff, have been putting the cards available as PDFs, so if that is something you're interested in playing, do take a look at that if you're going to check out their Patreon. Alright, 32mm base, another card to add to the stack. Is it an official? Yeah. The fancy little Legends of Signum logo is there, if I can catch the light correctly. There you go. And what do you consist of, Miss Ramona? Let's find out. Alright. Quite a few pieces, actually. Not that that's a problem, but... So we have the main body itself. Nicely cast. Not a whole lot of cleanup necessary. Just this little bit right here, connecting the leg to the front piece of the waist armor there. That's her normal leg. It's hard to tell in the artwork, but she's actually got a peg leg because she is a pirate, and it's got a big old blade on it. And the disappointing thing I said I was a little bummed out about was in the artwork she's got like a crankshaft on it, which is kind of a cool idea, like you're going to crank it up like a chainsaw or something. And I do like the fact that she's got like the chains hanging off of her armor like that as well. Very flamboyant, very eloquent, very over the top, which I kind of like. Very anime-esque, I guess. I'm not even sure what are those guns? Okay. Probably hang somewhere on her. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the back of her armor? Possibly. Okay. Let's see, we got that, we got the leg, we got the guns. Here is her head. Anime-like hair. Feathers for the hat. It's an arm. Maybe one of those is a shoulder pad. Some sort of satchel. A knife or something behind it. The other arm, and then her big fancy sword. That is going to need a little bit of cleaning there, but that's okay. Yeah, so again, I like the artwork. I really like the design, the big crazy over-exaggerated feathers. I just wish the chains were there and we have the crank on the foot. But on the other hand, it looks like she actually has a mechanical foot here rather than the blade. So I guess it's a bit of a 50-50 type thing. Both ideas are kind of cool. But give me a sec, we'll put her together, and we'll grab some of the other painted stuff I've got, and we'll see how they all stack up. Alright, I got Ramona here all put together. In the end, actually, it looked like it was going to be a complicated build, but she went together really smoothly, actually. And for once, despite having a two-handed weapon that you had to plug in both the arms and the weapon into the body, everything went together really smoothly. See her braces of pistols there. She's got her dagger. Some kind of a satchel. I thought it was a spell book or something. Maybe you can use it as a spell book. Who knows? But the detail, really nice. So yeah, my only real complaint was the fact that there's a few extra little bits of flair on the card that really didn't show up. Like I said, the crank on the leg, the chains hanging off the back of her armor there, but I think that's being really nitpicky. Overall, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, I guess she's supposed to be a pirate, obviously with a name like the Tailwind, but I almost think you could probably get away with painting her up like a lance neck. I mean, with the poofy pants and top, why not, right? Should fit right in with a Mordheim crew, probably. Maybe Middenheim or one of the other locations. Anyway, grabbing some other Signum models. She stacks up really nice. This isn't the base that she came with. That probably would help if I put them on the correct bases. She did have a Signum base, and it's supposed to be on a 32mm, but, you know, it is what it is. our Renard running shot here. You can see she scales up pretty well. And grabbing, at least I finally do have a painted model from Signum Workshop. This is one of their Viking heroes. Again, he's not on the actual base he's supposed to be on. I think if he was, it'd be a little bit taller and he'd stack up pretty nicely as well. The Signum models do tend to scale a little bit larger than a lot of the other stuff. So like if you've got traditional GW, you can see there's a pretty big difference there. I'm looking at it, I'm also thinking Inquisitor. I think this would be a fun inquisitorial model if you wanted to take that route. Let's see, grabbing some other things we got handy. Mantic human. Again, you can see there's kind of a bit of a difference there in size. Some cobbled together Frostgrave people. I think these... No, these aren't even Frostgrave guys. Those are like originally War Games Factory. There's a Frostgrave model, so you can see. Pretty big difference. Those other dudes were... God, I don't even know what they were anymore. I guess if you wanted to go the Marine route. Persians. War Games Factory Persians. That's what I'm thinking of. So you can see they do scale rather large. I guess if you wanted to go the Kingdom Death route too. But honestly, I mean, they're one of the very few companies out there that are really kind of still carrying on with that fancy French-like confrontation flair. It makes me just think of TGI Fridays employees in the mid-90s. I think that's the best way to describe the Rackham aesthetic of lots of flash, lots of flair, lots of bling. But this pirate lady here absolutely has that in spades. So if that's your kind of thing, I know my brother is vehemently against pirates of any shape, size, or style, so I'll have to feel this just to irk him, I'm sure. It'll be a fun one to paint. So we'll put a link down below if you're curious. I know that Signum Games often has some kind of specials running, so if you don't see what you like right away, do take a look back. And for whatever reason, I think this model actually was some sort of a limited edition one. Hopefully, she will be back in the future, I'm sure. So it's one of those things. If you don't see her the first time, do keep checking back. I'm sure you'll be able to get a hold of her and quite a few other interesting models when the time comes. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.